Hey guys, this is Kim and we're jumping right back into this unboxing session. I already unboxed 3 of my decks. That's part of the same family. So we got Spare Machine, Quest, and also Change, and I just unboxed all of them. They're part 1 and part 2 of this video series, so make sure you go check them out. I'm going to be unboxing the Sparkly Lenormand today, or in this particular part, in this part 3 video, and I'm super excited. This is something that I completed by accident. Like I said, when I was like trying to let off steam, when I was working through like troubleshooting all the different challenges to Spare Machine and bringing it into production, I really didn't want to, like, you know, I was like really stressed out. I was like, you should have seen this, you know, because I'm like recovering perfectionism. You should have seen this, you should have known this, you should have planned for this. Why didn't you know this? You're a failure. I hate you, Kim. Why are you so stupid? I was so stressed out, but that also gave me like an opportunity to really heal and like to really examine what's causing me to stress out so much. And I really did a lot of inner child work and did a lot of like shadow work on my stress and all that stuff. So it was an amazing opportunity to do that, and now I'm just definitely more grounded. So all in all, like, even though it was like very hellish and very difficult and it just stressed out of my hair, that's not a phrase, is it? Anyway, I was just super stressed out, but I was so glad that I went through that sort of like trial of fire time, like, because I just came out so much stronger. Like, really, what doesn't kill you make you stronger. And so I'm really glad I cultivated all this extra strength and courage in my being, and I'm just like a leveled up version of me now. Anyway, so Sparkly Lenormand is I actually started this deck a long time ago. You might have seen some preview pictures, some artwork that I shared on my Instagram. I actually like started drawing some cards for this deck without knowing that it was going to be Sparkly Lenormand. I just started drawing this deck because I was like, I needed like something to practice digital art, and Lenormand seems like a good project because it's literally just different items and different prompts. It's like Inktober except for Lenormand. So I actually started drawing that. At first, I think I did it on like this free software called Fire Alpaca, or like Medibang. And it was like a very sort of simple software. It doesn't have a lot of effects, and the pixelation was really bad. And it was also just some of my first drawings, and it was just like kind of ew. But, you know, like starter, like, you know, it was just like where I started, right? And then a couple of years down the road, I got an iPad mini, and I got an Apple Pencil, and I started drawing using Procreate. I was like a big fan of Clip Studio. I was like, nothing can beat Clip Studio, but Procreate is amazing. Like, if you're having doubts, if you're just like, if you hated Apple just like me, like I just hated Apple by default because it was Apple and I hated Apple. But after I got the iPad, everything really changed. Like, Procreate is really amazing. It's so intuitive. Like, it's really worth the investment. It's such a good software. Like, I stand by it. It's so good. Unless you're drawing some like 200, like 400 or 500 layered landscape fantastical drawing, then Procreate is probably not powerful enough to do that, but you have to do it on desktop. Anyway, so I did a whole thing on Procreate, and it's sort of like an upgraded version of it now, and it's sort of incorporated more of my personality because I'm kind of glad I took the time. Like, it sort of took sort of like you know, like it sort of like became what it is today because of all that marinating. So I just want to say, like, I kind of like finished this deck really fast. I think I did it in like 3 weeks, but it actually started like a couple of years ago. I already had a lot of blueprint done. I think I did like 20 something cards, so I already had all the designs. I just kind of redrew them and redesigned them. So a lot of it was sort of like just upgrading my work. So that's why it was like a breeze. But yeah, let's get to the deck. And but you know, this was really like the highlight of the year, as I say. Not that Spare Machine wasn't worthwhile, but it was just like, if you just look at 2020, it was just very stressful. Honestly, like, honest to God, it was just so stressful. Like, it's not like, you know, all fluffy and stuff, like, you know, as like, you know, when you want to create something, you really want it to be aligned with your joy and passion. Just have it fluffy all the time. But it was just it's like, I always thought that, oh, I should have planned it so that it was just like the process was much easier. But, you know, sometimes you have like unexpected challenges and things like that, so it's all right. But if I were to just look at 2020, this was really like the fun highlight because I did this without any expectations, any sort of anticipation for it to become anything. Like I didn't have any pressure drawing this. It was just, I'm just gonna do this on the side just for funsies, and also just to draw something like, you know, just to keep like, just to de-stress because I needed to do something fun. So, and this happened, and I'm really glad it did. But I mean, also just looking back on it now, and now that I got Spread Machine in all the decks, all the stress was worth it. So this was, I was like saying how this was the highlight because it was just such a fun project. It was literally just all fun and no expectations, no marketing. I didn't have to think about like, oh my god, I'm gonna launch this somewhere or sometime. Like there's none of that. It was just like I needed to do something fun. So this was all just, this deck was born with joy and just born a lot of like from a lot of sparkles from the heart. So that's why it's called Sparkly Lenormand. So I hope like when you hold this deck when you're doing Lenormand readings, and I hope that you feel the spark, all the sparklies, and all the joy that's radiating from this deck, because that was my mood and that was my energy when I created it. And also just going back, I want to change what I said about like that was the highlight. This was definitely the highlight, but Spread Machine was also the highlight because now that I've come full circle and I hold the deck in my hands, everything's worth it. Okay, so I remember why I created it in the first place despite all the challenges. Okay, so just letting you know. All right. So this is a Lenormand deck, and this is the back. Look at this sort of peachy color scheme. It has like a little spot UV. Ever since I started doing spot UV, I just cannot go back because it just really adds the extra texture, quality, and just like experience. You know, everything has like a little, you know, you can feel that. And this is the back. Has Fables on it, infused with adorable magic, positive vibes, and shine. The Sparkly Lenormand is here to brighten up your day as well as your divination practice. Visit fablesstand.com for more awesomeness. Okay, so this is a top-down box, and it does not come with a guidebook, so it's just the deck. And let me just wiggle that. Okay. Alright. So it also has double-sided printing, and look at this. Look at this amazing peachy color. I'm really proud of that. Okay, so I'm really excited for the matte edge of this. It's a little tight. Just a little. Okay, not too bad though. A little tight because of the silky matte, I think. And it's like also a little small. I don't want to damage the card. Okay, here we go. Okay. Alright, so I kind of changed the back last minute. Before it was like this, I forgot what it was, but it just did not look good. And I was like looking at it, I was like, why did I upload this to my printer? So I changed it last minute, and I'm really excited about this edge. It's rose quartz edge, or rather like this color from the Pantone, because that's the color guide that they use. It's called rose quartz, and I'm so excited. It's not exactly pink, but it's sort of like peachy pink, and I just like, this is one of my favorite shades of pink. But it's also like a bit of orange, kind of like apricot, you know. So oh my god, like this is just perfect. Okay, so that's the edge, and this is also same as all my other decks. It's 350 matte lamination. You know, so awesome. Okay, so let's go from the beginning, and I just like zoned out for a second. Okay, so Rider. That was the first card that I did. It's like, I actually changed this. Like, originally it was like a cat riding on a rocket, but the perspective was kind of strange because the card is so small. So I decided to change it to a panda. Right, so it's a space panda on a Kirby star rider. So you can also see the playing card association here. I think next time I might make it bigger because I thought it was going to interfere with the art, but I think I can make it bigger. But overall it's not too bad. So the reference is there if you want to take a look. So we have Rider, and then we have Clover. So everything's really bubbly and cute. Ship, it's also a panda ship. It's only just a little panda infested, not gonna lie. Okay. We have house. This is also like an upgraded design. Originally, it was also like a mushroom house, but the proportion was kind of strange. But in this revamped edition, this is like much better, and the colors are much better. So also just a little panda infested. And we have tree. And I actually didn't know this, but I showed this to my friend, and then he's like, "This looks like a Pokemon tree." I was like, "Oh my god!" Like it looks like a berry tree, or was it my bro? You play a lot of Pokemon. He was like, this is a berry tree. I was like, I did not know this was a berry tree, but it kind of looked like a berry tree. So maybe it was in my subconscious. We got clouds. This is one of my favorite. And I remember in the beginning it was only white, but someone told me that it's important to know like which direction the cloud is coming from. So I added like a gray cloud who was very unhappy about his ice cream falling, and and that's how this card came about. Snake, and this is also one of my favorite cards. I love all the cards here. These are just like, just fun, you know, just fun designs. Snack life. And I decided to make it like autumn colored, you know, it's like very like, this is the Hufflepuff color? No. Wait. No. I don't think it's Harry Potter color. But anyway, I really love the just autumn color, like the mustard yellow. Coffin. So for coffin, I did not want to draw like a box with a cross on it because it just didn't, I don't know, it didn't really appeal to me. So I decided to go for like a terrarium, but there's like a skull inside. So it's kind of like a coffin. It's like a place, it's like a place encased, like ending encased in something. It's like encased ending or something like that. So I hope you like this new design of coffin because I honestly did not want to draw like a freaking box. So here it is. We have bouquet. Like I said, little magical girl vibes. Scythe, little magical girl vibe. It's like a ninja cat scythe. It's one of my favorite scythes ever. Whip. It's a little panda here. Originally I had like a pom-pom thing here, but then it kind of looked like made it look like a sex toy. So I was like, okay, let's not do a pom-pom because it looked like a butt plug or something like that. So I was like, whip is already kind of like sexual. So I don't want it to be like too, like I didn't want it to look like a sex toy. I mean, it could be a sex toy. I don't know. Like, I don't know what your tastes are, but just didn't want to put the pom-pom there. Oh, no, it didn't look like a butt plug. It looked like balls. So that's why I didn't want I didn't want to put it there. Okay, anyway, a little behind the story for you. Behind the scenes story for you. We got birds, penguins drinking bubble tea, and we got more tea here because birds are fun, social, chatty time. Child. Got a sunflower. I was a little worried that this might be a little like too close to the sun card, but I think it should be fine. I just really wanted to capture the sunniness of the inner child, so I still went with the sunflower. So hopefully it's not too confusing. We got fox. He's like a magician. Relico. Bear, of course, it has to be a panda, and he's a kung fu master because bear is a symbol and a figure of power and authority. Star, that's a star from the cover. Stork. Dog, it's a corgi with a corgi butt purse. Tower. Garden, again a panda in there. Like I said, only slightly panda infested. Mountain, I wanted them to be puddings and lollipops and this like cute ram there, just like a mountain goat kind of thing. Love the puddings. Pudding mountain. Crossroads. So crossroad was an interesting one because I did not want to draw like a road. So I kind of went with this. So it's like a cosmic signpost. Here is like a cute chick with eggs or buns, I don't know, and then there's like ice cream. So which way would you go? And that's a citrus platform with wings. Mice. I know mice is usually like negative or like, you know, kind of like a negative challenging card, but everything has to be cute in this deck. So got heart, ring, yep, panda, definitely panda infested. Book. So I have a book holding like a little book because I thought that was kind of cheesy and corny and cute. Letter. So I also kind of did like a little shout out to like social media text messages and stuff like that because that's, let's face it, like that's sort of like our primary sort of channel for communication nowadays. So it's like a little modern twist. And we have man and woman. So I did a little gender band. So you see like some feminine like colors on men and also some masculine colors on women because I didn't want them to be just like super like traditionally masculine and feminine. You know, I didn't want them to like really just like be rigid. So I kind of like play with the colors a little bit to kind of just communicate a fluidity. All right. Lily. Like, I'm not really good at just drawing a flower because, I don't know, I just wanted I was like, how can I make it cute? Okay, it's a little lily flower little creature and it's gonna look like a tiny potato or something. I don't know. Anyway, that's cute. Sun, their biggest fan, because it's so positive. And then the moon, wearing like a night, like a sleeping like nightcap, drinking like tea. Got Key, magical girl, and this is one of my favorite cards like ever. This is the fish. You see how pissed it looks? It's like, it's like what? Anchor, and then we have cross. So I know like the New Age community is like allergic to the cross symbol, so I just made it pink with polka dots just to kind of take away that gray solemnness of what cross represents and the religious oppression that it tends to go into. But this is just a pink polka dot cross, okay? It's just, so it's non-threatening. It's not trying to like crucify you for identity or anything. It's just here. It's just a cute symbol of yeah, it's just a cute polka dot cross with a tiny heart. It's here to love you, not judge you. Those who judge you are idiots. Okay, so let your heart sparkle, and that is written at the back of the deck. And oh my god, I'm super happy with how this turned out. I really love the color, this peachy pink color, and I really love the back. I'm so glad I made that last minute change. I was like, oh my god, I need to change it. Ooh, okay. I think this box is a little tight, just a little. I hope the other ones aren't like as this tight. This one in particular is just a little tight, but it's not too bad. Okay, it's compact. All right, so that has been the unboxing for Sparkly Lenormand. You can get it on my website. Right now it's pre-order by the time I upload this video, I think, because it's like, it's gonna take like 2 to 3 weeks to get here, like the whole shipment. And if you want to check out the other unboxings that I did for all my new decks, you can check out part 1 and part 2 for Spare Machine and the 2 expansion packs. And oh my god, when I did Spare Machine, I was like, I'm making 1 deck, but really I ended up making 3 decks. So that was insane. Like I said, you cannot believe the stress that I put myself through with these 3 decks, but I'm so glad that I did. Everything, like I said, everything is worth it now when you see the final product. So sometimes like, you know, like creative process, you just want it to be all joy and sparkle and passion, but sometimes you just have to climb that mountain sometimes. Yeah, and I'm so happy. Like, I'm just feeling so blessed and so grateful. Thank you to every single person who pledged and supported my Kickstarter campaign. When I started that, it just like, there's so many unexpected twists and turns, but everything was worth it. I learned so much about myself, about deck printing, and I just cultivated so much strength, and there was so much grace and patience from your end as well. So thank you so much. And also because Spare Machine, I was able to print this like little side project because of like, you know, because of how successful Spare Machine was. So this is like a little deck buddy, you know. Thank you, Spare Machine. Yeah, just ignore me. Okay. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I really appreciate you all. If you're looking to create a deck and if you're encountering some challenges, just remember why you started in the beginning, because it's all going to be worth it. And if you have any questions about deck creation, feel free to message me. I'm really open with that kind of stuff. Like, you can also check out my resources for deck creators. I'll put a link in the description. And I keep saying like I want to put more resources for deck creators. I just like didn't have the time because I launched so many big projects. But this year I think I'm going to take a break and not do any Kickstarter campaigns, because I did 2 years with just straight up Kickstarter campaigns. And it was like, I didn't really have time to do anything else. And this year I really want to like grow my YouTube channel a little bit more, create some other content, and also just like create all the resources that I said I was going to create. Okay. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and make sure you like and subscribe and comment under this video. Tell me what you think about the decks. And until next time, be the hero of your own story. Stay cute and fierce, and eat lots of snacks. Be happy. Spend time with your cat, your dog, your pet, whatever. Just go have an awesome day and an awesome week and an awesome month and an awesome year and an awesome decade and an awesome life down the road. Just awesomeness all around. So bye.